Hello, everybody, and welcome to the D&D podcast you didn't ask for. One more roll. My name is Zach, the Dungeon Master, and I'm here with... Fuck, I forgot your guys' name. Give me a second. I literally... Okay. One moment. Sir Ramsey and his Simple Squires. My bad. My bad, guys. I swear that was not intentional. One of the many teams that'll be competing in the Gauntlet of Champions. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
I didn't know who was going first. Well, I'm Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're supposed to say a fun fact or something.
Yeah. Say something about yourself that you want the audience to know. Anything that you think that would be...
I'm sure I've been playing D&D for a really long time, and I'm ready to crush everybody, I guess.
How long is a long time for the audience?
We just checked, John, didn't we, earlier? It was like 6 years?
Yeah, we started 6 to 7 years.
It seems long-ish.
Yeah, no, that's something long. Okay, nice. Who wants to go next?
I'm John. Like Thomas has said, we've been playing D&D for quite a while. I'm also a teacher, and I run the D&D club at my school.
Wonderful, that's fucking awesome. We love to see, raising new kids, a new generation of D&D players. Fantastic. And last but not least, go ahead.
My name is Cole. I'm 17. Yeah, that's about it. I've only been playing D&D for like a few years, like 2 to 3 maybe total. Seriously,
No more than me. That's fine. That's all you really need. As long as you understand the game. I had to write down all of your names individually because I know you buy your tags. So I got it. Don't worry. I'm really bad with names. It's okay though.
Oh, same.
no, you're good. You're good.
It makes
All right,
sense.
wonderful.
It's all right.
Now let's talk about your characters, because despite me not remembering your team name for just a hot second, I actually love your team. I think it's a fantastic concept. I think the synergy is fantastic, and I'm really excited to actually sit down and talk about them. So who wants to talk about like the basics of their character first? Nothing like game mechanic wise, but like just a little bit about them.
Shit.
I can start if no one else wants to.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm not good at starting.
That's okay. My character's name is Simon Newman, spelled with as many silent letters as humanly possible.
Yeah, can you spell Simon Newman for me?
PSYMONEKNEWMNEN.
Yeah, so as you can see, John here likes to fuck with people. I don't know if that's the worst way to spell it, right? But I think I mentioned to a few people, I'm like, yeah, there's a guy named Simon in the tournament, Go ahead and spell his name, and I don't think anyone's gotten close, even though they knew you fucking did this. You've done your job. You've got it correct.
Hurrah!
It started as an offhanded joke, and I loved it.
That is all of our team actually.
That's fantastic. Okay, so tell us a bit about Simon.
Simon, at one point, was a soldier in an army before he met Sir Ramsey, who changed his life forever. Not necessarily in a beneficial way.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, once we get, do you want to tell them about your introduction to Sir Ramsey? Because I feel like this is important for all your backstory.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So, Simon was a soldier, and to be honest, he has a little bit of a gambling problem. Just a little bit. He's not bad at it, but he wasn't necessarily gambling with the best of people, as you do. And it turns out they were cheating. Now, he had the money to spend. He was a little upset about it. However, before he could do such a thing, the lovely Sir Ramsey came to save the day. And in that altercation, we were forced to flee, which then in turn made Simon AWOL from the army.
Okay, yeah, and I also noticed on your sheet you're a bugbear.
Yeah, yep.
Which is a very uncommon race to be played. Not a bad race by any means, but I don't see a lot of bugbears.
Yeah, I like to play... Personally, I like to play characters that are vastly different from each other whenever I play.
Now, does that mean you prefer monster races then? Or do you just mix it up every time?
I mix it up every time.
That's fucking awesome.
I've played dwarfs, I've played gnomes, I've played grung, I've played kenku, I've played goliaths.
Oh, you played grung? Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, I could tell you many stories about my grung character.
Then I gotta ask, not really to the tournament, but what's your favorite race that you've ever played in D&D?
Oh, that's really hard to say, especially with the fact that some of them have just changed a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a bit of an update on a lot of them with the most recent book.
Yeah, that's really hard. Right now I'm playing a very interesting rabbit folk. So that might be my
Okay.
favorite right now. He uses a party member as a mount.
I am the party member.
Oh, you're the party member? That's great. I love that so much. And obviously, I'm looking at your class.
Mm-hmm.
You got that beautiful Twilight Domain cleric, arguably one of the
yeah.
best support units in the entire game, Twilight Domain. What about your character's personality? Is he like a bad person, would you say? I noticed you don't have I don't know if my sheet's outdated. You don't have the alignment there.
That might be the out of date sheet. He is neutral good, I would say.
Neutral good? Okay.
Yeah, like he tries to be at least a decent human being for the most part, and that kind of comes from Sir Ramsey's nature. Sir Ramsey is a person who's out to do good, but inadvertently does bad. So he kind of just got in the habit of taking care of Sir Ramsey's messes.
Great character, great star. Who wants to go next?
I guess I can go.
All right, Thomas, go take it away.
All right, so my character's name is Mr. Mins. He's a tabaxi, and when he was young, he lived in a bad part of town. And Sir Ramsey thought he was doing a good thing when he saw Mr. Mins being bullied by taking him away, whisking him away to raise as his own away from that place. But Mr. Mins totally had like a family that cared for him and loved him. He was just being bullied by some kids because sometimes that happens. But he's too young to remember his family, so all he really knows is Sir Ramsey and the other party members basically raising him.
What a
But
fucking asshole.
He's grown with issues, I'll say.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Some issues.
One of the issues was that Sir Ramsey didn't understand he was a tabaxi at first. He thought he was a
Really? He thought you were a cat.
Yeah.
That was just on two legs, or?
Yeah, I thought I could subsist. Well, he knew I was like a cat folk, but treated me just like you would a cat. So he thought he can subsist on milk. He's also the one who came up with the name Mr. Mittens. So.
Oh my god. What's his actual birth name? Do you know, or is it just a mystery?
He doesn't remember. He doesn't.
Fuck, dude. Oh my god. That's insane. I feel so bad for him. I don't see your character's height, so I'm gonna ask. I've noticed most tabaxis are really fucking tall. How tall is Mr. Mittens?
Oh gosh, I don't know if I wrote it down somewhere. I was imagining him slightly shorter than average, so I'll say on the record 5'5".
Damn, that is one of the shortest tabaxis, if not the shortest I've seen. They're all like near 6 feet. I'm like, damn, these fucking big cats. Okay, what's your the personality alignment? What's all that about?
I'd call him a chaotic good. He acts a lot like he has something to prove because he's a little younger and, like I said, grew up with issues. So he relies on his party members a lot for what the right thing to do should be, but he's definitely willing to throw down and make mistakes.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. And I also noticed, I remember your character very vividly because you had a very interesting subclass, multi-class you considered. And we're not going to talk about it mechanically, but could you tell everyone what your multi-class is exactly without mechanics?
So just like the names of the classes? But
yeah. We'll talk about all that, like what you're capable of and why you chose this later.
For sure. Just a barbarian monk.
Okay, yeah, barbarian monk. Which, it sounds pretty good. Not one that I've seen people do, but it sounds like it would work well. Is there anything else you want to add about your character, or should I head over to Cole now?
I think that's about it for Mr. Mittens. He's not a very complicated person.
All right, Cole, you're up. Tell us about your character.
My character is Histaro Intano. He was just a spy. One of the missions he ended up doing was that he impersonated a friend of Sir Ramsey. He kind of got dragged along with the entire thing, into the whole thing, and he couldn't leave because he didn't want to leave Mr. Murder Mittens alone because Ramsey had no damn clue how to take care of him. He just kind of felt obligated to stay around.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty solid. You, I think, are the first person I've allowed to play this race. Tell us a bit about that. You can even go into mechanics on that if you want to a bit.
Right.
Because I don't know too much about this race. I tend to avoid it in most of my games for a reason. But I thought, why not? Why not just let this happen? So go ahead.
Okay, well, I am a changeling. It allows me to physically change my body. I am considered a fake creature. So I can change my body, or Star can change his body and his voice.
Fuck, you're a Fae. Yeah, okay, you were the one I was thinking of when I was like, damn, there's a Fae somewhere here. Okay. Does that mean that your character, correct me if I'm wrong, the name's Histaro? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, Histara.
Okay, Histaro. Is their current form their original form? Or do they have a shape they always take and hold?
Well, they've kind of like been transitioning from like the person they were impersonating back to their original form and just kind of like hoping nobody noticed.
So do you look more like a changeling or more like a human right now?
More like a human.
Okay, okay. I just figured it's important to ask, just in case.
Yeah.
So you would say that you're probably on the more good end of alignment. If you're, I could be wrong, but you said that you didn't want to leave Mr. Mittens alone because Sir Ramsey was probably going to kill him because he didn't know how to raise him correctly.
Yeah. I forget exactly what alignment because I didn't put it in the sheet, but yeah.
I actually found it. It is on your sheet.
Oh, it is on my sheet.
It is. You are
Did I put-
chaotic neutral.
Oh, yeah.
So you focus on yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes yourself is let me take care of this little cat, which isn't so little, 5'5", not really a
5'5",
small cat.
yeah.
It's a small tabaxi, but not a small cat.
He's grown a lot since his younger years.
What are your ages? I just realized. How long ago did you all meet Sir Ramsey? Was it all around the same time?
No, it was not at the same time. I believe
met him first?
I believe we discussed I met him first.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you
I
met
think
him
that's
first.
right.
How many years ago? Because you're 47 on this character.
Yes, in the character is about 47 years old. Let's say 15 to 20. somewhere
Okay,
in there.
okay. We're assuming Mr. Mittens met him next because Histaro stayed for Mr. Mittens. So how old were you when you were taken?
I didn't put an exact number on it. I'd say something young enough where you wouldn't really remember your family all that much. Maybe like
five-ish,
3,
maybe
4.
3, 5.
Yeah, I was thinking like 4 or 5. I think once you're like 6, you start remembering things a bit better.
Yeah, I'd say 4 sounds pretty good. On the record, we can put 4.
Okay, okay. And would that be also around like 15 years ago, 20 years ago?
I think we discussed it was like, yeah, around 15 to 20 years ago.
So you're around anywhere between 19, 24 years old. Okay, so your character's youngest of the party. And then how long ago did Histaro meet Sir Ramsey and his little crew?
Not sure. We discussed this, but I don't quite remember. It's been
All good.
a
I
bit.
figured I'd ask because it's backstory related, just in case you actually had a number. It's not too
Yeah.
important. But at least you know the order. And around now, the audience should be realizing that Sir Ramsey is not on this team, despite the name being Sir Ramsey and his Simple Squires. Who would care to explain what happened to Sir Ramsey?
Maybe the one carrying him around. Take it
Okay, yeah. All right. So basically, I forget what it was, but Sir Ramsey was up against something great, powerful. He did, in fact, take him down. However, we tried to give him a healing potion, but it turned out to be a potion of poison, and we did, in fact, kill him with it.
But we don't leave friends behind.
And so now I am carrying his bones around in a bag, and I can.
I need to know. Do you plan at all to bring up Sir Ramsey in the roleplay, in the banquet session at all? Like, are you gonna mention what happened to him, or are you just gonna be like, oh, he's around somewhere?
Yeah, he's around.
So it'll be very
He's
like
around.
like intentionally
Ambiguous.
sus, like intentionally like suspicious about the whole thing. Like, yeah, he's somewhere.
Yeah, leave it
maybe-
ambiguous.
Maybe I'm picturing something like, we carry him with us, nudge, in our hearts.
No.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so fucking fun to roleplay. I'm so excited for just this entire group, honestly. Alright, now that we got to know your characters, it's time to learn about their kits, because it is a tournament arc. It is the important part
There
of
is.
all your characters. So we do need to know what you're capable of. I've noticed Simon has been starting it off, so we're just gonna go to you then.
Yeah, go with
Okay.
that rotation.
So, Twilight Domain Cleric. Obviously, people should know what the base cleric does, but do you have any magical items, any feats, any special spells that you've had that you know are going to be useful? This is your chance to talk about it.
Well, this would be going into tactics, and is that all right here?
Yeah, that's all
Okay.
right. The actual synergy, obviously, Twilight Domains are very support heavy. There's
Mhm.
no other way to describe your kit if you don't talk about your strategies a bit. But I'll ask questions as I'm getting more information from all your characters to
I will say
kind of
this.
flesh out a bit more.
I'm someone who's based for a distance, let's just say.
Mhm.
So I will not necessarily need to be near my friends to help them, nor my enemies to harm them.
I do notice, and I think only bugbears get this, if I'm correct.
I believe so.
The fucking long-limbed ability,
Oh yeah,
which is just +5
to melee.
on melee. So you swing 10 feet away.
Yeah,
If
and
you don't have your glaive in hand.
Yeah, I may have an affinity for weapons with reach, in addition to my long-limbedness.
So obviously, you have a 15-foot reach, which is quite something. It's quite something.
I mean, the old fighting adage, hit before getting hit. I mean, if I keep it so you are super far away, it works. Plus, I'm the healer. I'm the cleric. I gotta stay away from the problems. And the best way for me to do that is to end them before they coming into problem range.
That does make sense, honestly. For a cleric, you have pretty good HP, though, and a wonderful AC, because you are wearing... What the fuck are you wearing? What kind of armor do you have?
Plate.
That makes sense, yeah. You know what? I should have looked at the number and realized off the top of my head it was play. I'll talk about your fighting initiate a bit. Not yet, though.
I love me some chunky Healy boys. So, I am here. If I'm going to be keeping other people up, I got to stay up. That's my entire prerogative, is just keep me up so I can keep them up.
My fucking god, I never noticed you have bone dice made from Sir Ramsey in your fucking inventory.
Yeah, he took a little chunk.
What part of the body was it from?
A couple of the spare wrist bones.
Oh my god. I think I definitely approved that, but it's been so long that I don't remember, and it's really funny. I love that. That's fantastic. Yeah, fighting initiate we'll talk about in a bit, because I think that's something that I'll want to save for as much to the end of this old section as possible, because that is your main gimmick as a team.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what Vigilant Blessing, or I don't know these by names. I don't know. Underneath your fighting initiate, you have 4 things listed, and I'm curious what they do.
Let me pull it up real quick.
Yeah. I vaguely remember Warcaster and what that does, but I would like a refresher if you do.
Warcaster makes it so I can cast spells with weapon in hand.
Oh my fucking god, really? That's insane. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's base. It's base.
It does make sense because you are using a 2-handed weapon.
Yep.
So that's fantastic.
I don't want to drop that glaive. So you said Vigilant Blessing.
Yes.
At first level, the knight has taught me to be vigilant. As an action, I can give one creature I touch, including myself, advantage on the next initiative roll the creature makes.
Holy shit! I forgot Twilight Domains have this. That is insane. Who do you plan to use it on for the matches? Does it vary between?
I mean that goes into kind of our strategy. So there's definitely one person I have in mind for it.
Without, tell me briefly who it is. I'm just curious, and then
more than likely our damage dealer. We want our damage dealer to get out there fast.
Okay. We'll say that for a bit to see who the damage dealer is. What about the other 2 abilities? I think those are also Twilight Domain.
Eyes of the Night is also a Twilight Domain cleric thing. I can see through the deepest gloom. Basically, my dark vision has 300 feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember this now.
I can also magically share the dark vision with a willing creature I can see within 10 feet.
What the fuck are Twilight Domain?
Number of creatures equal to your wisdom modifier.
Oh my god, okay, you all have 300 feet of dark vision. Okay,
and it lasts for an hour.
Okay, that's fucking...
Not magical dark vision, though.
Yeah, it's
that does suck. That does suck, but
and then, lastly, there's Steps of the Night, I believe, right?
Yeah, Steps of the Night, the last one.
I can draw from the mystical power of night, rise into the air as a bonus action. When I'm in dim light or darkness, I can magically give myself a flying speed equal to my walking speed for a minute. I can use that equal to my proficiency bonus.
Goes well with your channel divinity.
It does.
Yeah, tell us about the channel divinity that we all know and love for Twilight Domain.
Okay, as an action, I can present my holy symbol, and a sphere of twilight emanates from me. The sphere is centered on me and has a 30-foot radius. It's filled with dim light. The sphere moves with me and lasts for 1 minute, or until I'm incapacitated, or, heaven forbid, dead. Whenever a creature, including me, ends its turn in the sphere, I can grant them one of these benefits. Temporary hit points equal to 1d6 plus my cleric level, or I can end one effect on it, causing it to be charmed or frightened.
Yeah, that's honestly probably the best, in my opinion. And this is just my opinion, but I know a lot of the D&D community shares. I think that's one of the best cleric abilities ever.
Not too versed in cleric abilities, but yeah, it's pretty good.
I think it's on the higher end, especially when I think Twilight and Life, I think, are like the best two for sport. If I'm correct, top of my head.
Life is really good. I have played a life domain cleric in the past, and oof.
Yeah, they're more healing based, while Twilight is more like kind of, to my knowledge, passive, like healing / stuttering of the buffering the damage you take. Because that's all it is. You really are buffering the damage. So is it safe to assume that you're going to keep yourself within 30 feet of your allies? Or is there going to be ever a moment where you think you'd be away from them?
There might be a moment or two where I'm away, but we're going to more than likely try to stick relatively together. I mean, there could be situational aspects where they branch out or we branch out. But I would say for the most part, it might be safer for them to be around me.
All right. And let me ask about your spells. Obviously, as a cleric, you have a shit ton of spells. So just read off some of the ones that you think that you're going to be making a lot of use of, and tell me kind of if there's a strategy to that. How would you use it?
I mean, those are valid questions. I have a classic healing spells, like Healing Word, Cure Wounds, Aura of Vitality, Aura of Life. Those, but then we got some of my favorites like Spiritual Weapon, which might be on here twice. I might have to fix that. Give me a moment later. But Inflict Wounds is always fun. Spirit Guardians is a personal favorite of mine. I may not use it all the time, but then there's Hold Person and Banishment, which are always fun. Also Command, and just a little bit of Sleep.
Now, concentration spell wise, which of these spells do you think you're going to most likely be using for that concentration slot? Because
Hold Person seems pretty valuable in this one. I mean, it's like immediately for at least a little bit rendering an opponent immobile, which can be very helpful in like literally 33% of a team. That's pretty good. But I do have stuff like Aura of Life and Greater Invisibility, which might be kind of fun.
That's true. Although you are kind of forgetting the best part about Hold Person, which is the paralyzed condition. It's a very rare condition. I rarely see spells get it, especially at early level.
Yeah.
But the fact that you can just on a melee, and obviously
make them skip their turn.
Oh, they skip their turn. I'm thinking the crit. That automatic 5 feet crit?
Yeah.
Shit, dude. If you're just sitting 5 feet, and obviously you have 15 feet range, so you're probably not going to be the one utilizing this, but your other allies, 5 feet to just crit? With advantage on the roll, too. If you hit with an advantage roll, no matter what you roll, you land that critical. And that's insane.
I mean, it'd still be good with my glaive, 1d10.
You're right. You just have to get really close to them for it to be utilized.
I mean, do I?
It says within 5 feet. Yeah.
I mean,
Unfortunately, your 15 feet range can't crit. Okay. Good try, though.
Who knows?
It was a good attempt. If it could, that'd be really cool. But it is a 5 feet range, so.
I mean, I'm willing to get up close and personal if I need.
Okay, you can get as close as. Which I think is the only. Hold on a second. Sorry, one moment. The bot just said reconnected, and I don't know what that means. I haven't gotten the bot to say, Craig, why do you always give me technical difficulties to this fucking team? Holy shit.
He knows we're too powerful.
Dude, really, he really does. It says reconnected, right?
So
I'm assuming it's still going. I'm assuming it's still going on right now. And fuck, I really hope it is.
I will say this: if we need to re-record anything, just let us know, and we will pretend we didn't record it already.
All right, I really appreciate it. I really hope I don't have to do that to you guys.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, what were we fucking talking about?
That is a great question.
Yeah. Okay. Hold Person, great. I know we're talking about that. Lance, I mentioned, is the only weapon I think within 5 feet you have disadvantage on the reach weapon rather than 10 feet.
Yeah.
I know that intimately from former characters.
And I think that's the last thing I mentioned.
Yes.
Did you have a train of thought that I might have cut off by accident?
I don't believe so. No. Yeah. No. I'm surprisingly pretty common for a Twilight cleric right now. Please don't hurt me. I'm just gonna say that to everybody. Please don't hurt me.
Please don't hurt him. Yeah. You know, he just has 15 feet of range. He's just gonna stab you from a distance. Don't hurt him though. Do you imagine you're gonna be using banishment at all? Or do you think that's kind of a shot in the dark for you?
It kind of is. It all depends on the scenario, really. Like if it's just, let's say it comes down to just me, a surprisingly healthy person, and the rest of the teams are like down, and there's not a whole lot I can do. Who knows? Maybe banishment might be a good shot in the dark to see if I can just boop.
That's a good point. If it's not banishment that you're casting at 4th level, what's your go-to 4th level spell?
Probably an increased form of healing to keep my lovely compatriots alive.
What a good support unit, you know? I know some support units are like, yeah, fuck you. You're a bit mean to me, I'm not healing you. But you're like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna cast at 4th level to heal. And that's fucking awesome.
That or level 4 inflict wounds would always be fun too.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
Yeah.
Why does inflict wounds exist sometimes, you know? I'm looking at it like, damn.
Sometimes it feels really cool to punch somebody lightly and have them scream in agony for a while.
Dude, I've never even seen someone flavor it as a punch. I've only seen people like grab others. Damn, you're like, yeah, okay, that's good. Inflict wounds, yeah. Fucking inflict wounds. There's also another 1st level spell that I don't think should be 1st level, which is the one that's like 4d6 radiant damage, which is a lot.
Oh, Guiding Bolt?
Yeah, dude. Why are those both so good? I don't know. I just think they're incredible.
Clerics are jacked,
so
sure.
people will pick cleric more.
Yeah. I think anyone who plays D&D knows clerics very much don't have to be the healer. They really don't have to be a support unit. They have so much versatility. I would argue the most versatile spellcasters in the entire game, but that's just my opinion because of their massive amount of subclasses that they get, which really fits them for anything. And obviously, Twilight Domain being support is really fucking good. So yeah, good character all around, honestly.
Thank you.
Who wants to go next? Because we're not going to be talking about Fighting Initiate for you yet. We'll wait for the end on that. So who's up next?
Oh, we could keep going in order.
Okay, yeah. Go right ahead. Tell us about Mr. Middens.
All right. So, not the overall strategy, but we are going into details, right?
Yeah. Just not the
gimmick,
the big thing
right.
that
Yeah, okay.
I'm waiting for the end for your synergy discussion.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So, Mr. Mittens originally was starting to be built as someone to just go and grapple someone and bring them back. Because, you got feline agility to, go really fast, maybe scoop someone up, bring them back to the team, and do our thing. But, I didn't keep the grappling thing gimmick going too hard because I remember I tried to clarify the ceiling height. I was going to do some gimmicks with the dragon subclass of monk that lets you fly a little bit, where I could bring someone up into the air and then drop them or whatever.
Yeah.
But ransom math was not worth just doing a regular attack off of, 60 feet? Something like that.
It's like 60 feet is the height limit, so that way people who fly don't go 100 feet in the air and then start shooting Warlock Eldritch Blast, you know? That'd be an issue. And then if they take the the invocation
Like the sniper.
for the 300 feet one and they go 300 feet in the air, I'd rather not deal with that.
No,
the
no one
60
would
is
ever
kind
do
of
that.
Wise.
No,
No one would do that, speaking as someone who's done that before.
Okay, yeah, no, I made a good call there. I made a fantastic call.
Yes,
Just
you did.
be
Yes,
safe.
indeed.
Go on.
Yeah, so anyway, his whole point is to make a lot of attacks because, you've got monks, you can do flurry of blows, and you add your rage damage bonus, and it stacks up quite a bit. That's kind of his whole gimmick. You do the barbarian subclass, Path of the Beast, that lets you make an additional attack on your attack action if you attack with the claws. Those are kind of the simpler weapons, so they do count as monk weapons.
Okay.
And yeah, the whole point, stack it with the rage damage, stack it with flurry of blows, and you can make 5 attacks in a turn.
So it's 3 on your action because of extra attack and because of the barbarian subclass. And then with a flurry of blows, you add 2 on your bonus action.
And that's correct.
Fuck, man. Holy shit. Okay, let's do some damage calculating on this, because this is interesting to me.
Oh, I can save you. I already did the damage calculations.
Including rage and all that stuff. Go right ahead. What do you have an average? Like, what's the average damage you dish
I
out?
didn't include the rage, so I'll just add the rage.
Ooh.
Okay. So with the magic item that you let me get, what was it? The Eldritch Claw Tattoo adds a d6 to every hit. It ends up being an average of 53 if all attacks hit.
53? No, that can't
53,
be
my
right.
friend. It
I
is
have
absolute.
the. No, hang
If
on.
all
I'm gonna
hit.
fact check. I'm gonna fact check.
If it all hits.
Oh, do it. That's without the rage
Please.
damage bonus because I forgot.
Okay. Okay. Wait. So you do 1d6 on a beast claw, right?
Add the Eldritch Claw Tattoo is why the number got so high, but we
So
can
it
do
becomes a
without it as well.
so it becomes a 2d6, right?
That's right. And the claws are only +3 to damage, but the unarmed strikes are +4 because they give +1 with the Eldritch Claw as well.
Eldritch Claw. Let me just double check this stuff because
Yeah.
every time I hear like an insane build, I just like wait a minute.
Wait a
No,
second.
so valid.
Give me a second. I looked at Eldritch Blast, not Eldritch Claw, motherfucker.
Ah,
Eldritch Claw Tattoo. So it's a +1 bonus damage to unarmed attacks. And it does an additional 1d6 force damage for melee attacks, does not specify unarmed.
Yep.
But you do have to activate it prior, and it lasts for a minute. Either way, a minute's still
Okay.
long enough. So, okay. So 2d6 plus your strength of 3, the rage makes it 5, the eldritch shit makes it 6. Okay. You do
the
that.
unarmed though, but 2 of them are claws, so those don't get the bonus.
Okay. So
Of
you do
plus
that.
1.
Oh, you're right. Claws, so they don't get the +1 bonus. So it starts off with +5s for the first 3 attacks, and then it's a +6. So it's still so it's 2d6 plus 5 3 times, and then 2d6
Oh.
plus 6 2 times. Am I right?
It's a 2d6 plus 5 twice, because I don't have to attack with the claws for my whole action, just for the 2 in a row. So there's 2 claws and then 3 unarmed total.
Oh, so you do the claws to activate it so that you can do the punches.
Yeah, do 1 claw, because the feature for the barbarian is when you take an attack action with a claw, then you get a free bonus claw attack.
So 1 claw. Okay.
Not bonus, sorry, don't get confused. Just a free extra claw attack. And then my other
Okay.
attack action.
I see.
Yeah.
So average wise, the d6 is 3.5, right?
Yep.
You have 10 of those for 35 on average, plus 10 for 45, plus 6 for 51, plus 6 for 57, 63 average damage if all 5 hit.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck is this build, dude?
Hell
Holy
yeah.
shit!
Imagine the whole person.
Oh my god, no!
Yes!
Wait a minute. So
The
63.
chunkiest boy will fall.
So
I
I
also-
said 63, right?
63, yeah.
And we have to subtract, for the sake of this, 28 of that. 28 of that is from, it was 35, I believe. 35 before. So that'll be 70 with a crit on average. And then you add the 28. 98 if a whole person lands? Are you fucking serious?
Even if it's like a barbarian, they're taking 40-something damage.
That's a lot!
And I think the extra d6 is force. I don't think it changes my whole damage to force, but the force.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, the
will-
Oh
Eldritch
my
Claw,
god, you're right.
Eldritch
Oh
Claw is
my
funny.
god. Oh my god. Fuck, give me a second. Okay. I can safely say you have a really powerful build.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I
thank
am
you.
not worried about you guys at all. I think you're gonna do great.
Hell yeah.
Fuck, man. Okay, is there anything else to the build, or is that really it? Is that the big thing?
That's the big thing. He doesn't have much. Oh, I forgot. His monk thing was the Oath of Mercy. So once per turn, he can do the Hands of Harm. I probably won't waste a key point on that because I
Why not
probably
just
wanna-
punch people?
You can
and kill them
also
instantly?
do that. You can also do the hands of healing in a pinch.
Yeah, that's the good one. Is if the cleric goes down, I can still pop him up if we have to.
Damn. Then let me ask you this, because obviously it's the backseat. You have the insane movement speed, right? So I want to know, is there a certain type of role you're going to be targeting? As obviously you seem to be the heavy hitter. Is it safe to assume, is this the one you're giving the advantage on initiative to?
Most of the time, yeah.
Okay. Is there a role you're going to be attacking in particular? Or are you like going after the big boys, going after the squishy ones? Like what's your goal?
Almost certainly the squishy ones first, because I assume most of the healers will be at least a little squishy, but I'm looking over at Simon, and that's not always going to be the case.
You know, you're
Yeah.
fucking terrifying. I would not
Me
want
or
to fight
him?
your team. Just his team in general, especially Mr. Middens. You didn't even mention the other part of his name.
Oh, right, he got the nickname Mr. Murder Mittens once by Sir Ramsey because of how he fights. And
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, after the audience hears this, they're gonna understand why you got that name. They're gonna get it completely. You do if a whole person lands 98 average damage.
You just get a fucking term and
Yeah.
half.
Fucking average, dude. That's not even counting like the
The
highest
the
you can
only-
roll.
The only thing you gotta worry about is dealing too much damage with that. At that point, you might actually kill someone.
When you do each
Like,
attack,
and
one at a time.
ironically,
just fucking, dude. You're the basically the One Punch Man of characters. Is what I'm hearing right now. You're just gonna kill everyone you come across. Holy shit. Yeah. Okay.
oh fuck.
And what I'm excited about is monks are usually like, a little bit of CC support. So I will be saving enough key points for Stunning Strike, which is also in the quiver for, making sure a character can't move on their turn if they don't get knocked out.
I don't even know how to counter that character. I'll be fucking real with you. Are you like a known metagamer in your group, or is this just a
He's
gimmick
yes.
the
you're doing?
forever DM.
Oh, you're the forever DM of your group.
Yeah, and I do like to make really build characters as well. So
Okay. You're one of the few that metagame, or not metagame. Is it metagame?
Min-max.
Min-max. Thank you. That's what I meant. Fuck. You're one of the few that min-maxed, right? This might be the fucking best min-max I've seen in a long fucking while. Shit, dude. I don't know how the fucking players are. I don't know how they're gonna deal with you. I do not know how they're gonna deal with you. I'm gonna be honest. After hearing that, I don't even know what the third one's capable of yet. And I'm sitting here like, you two can probably get to finals by yourselves. Let's talk about if working with your character. If that's everything on your character, Histaro. Let's talk
I'm
about
the fucking
Histaro.
cherry on top, dude.
I gotta know. So obviously, I'm gonna be honest. I think you could probably sit on the sideline, right? And there's a good chance you'll move on. But I need to know, what are you capable of doing? What do you have in your arsenal and your kit? Because you're also multi-class.
I am a wizard cleric multi-class.
What are your subclasses for each?
I have the necromancy for wizard, I think it was, and the trickery domain for cleric.
Okay.
Only one level in cleric though, but that does give me blessing of the trickster, which allows me to touch someone else and give them advantage on dexterity or on stealth checks for an hour.
Okay, probably won't be too helpful in this tournament, but that's a really cool ability
No.
to have.
Not too much.
So, do you have any feats, any unique things from your subclass or your race that you think you might be utilizing before we start talking about because we're about to hit the point of your big strategy, and I think that's where your race ties into a tiny bit, but I might be wrong.
Well, I am going to mention something you might not have known, actually. Okay, so you know the spell invisibility, right?
Yeah.
The invisibility, the person does not have to be willing for me to turn them invisible. So I can say someone goes down, I can turn their body invisible, and I can assume their form and pretend to be them. At least attempt to. And pretty much just cause chaos with my changeling abilities too.
You are fucking insane, dude. What? Dude, I'm like, as you're saying this, I'm just staring at your character sheet more and more. I'm just like, what the fuck is this idea? This is incredible. I love it. In every fucking way, this is just amazing to hear. Okay, so your goal is to knock someone out,
Yeah.
turn them invisible,
Yes.
and then hopefully the opponents are not looking in that direction. Take on their form. Do you mimic their voice too with Changeling?
Yes. I don't replicate their clothing, but I can use disguise self for that.
Okay. I will say, obviously, it will probably be a deception check. Potentially with advantage, probably, Especially if they can't see the body. Probably advantage, right?
Yeah.
But it will be contested by insight. I'm just letting you know that ahead of time to make
Yep.
things fair, because obviously
Thank
they
God I
didn't
got
give it a chance.
proficiency in deception.
Yeah, shit, dude. Okay. Tell us a bit more about what is your subclass capable of doing?
Not much in terms of the tournament. It was mostly for flavor, but
Okay.
because like Grim Harvest needs me to kill someone, I can't really do that in the
That's
tournament.
Yeah.
The one thing that I can really do is I get animate dead for free, and pretty much just buffs the enemies that I animate.
Okay. Obviously, animate dead. People who are not paying attention to this podcast as thoroughly as they should be might be wondering, where the fuck are you gonna get the dead from?
I am going to be using Sir Ramsey's bones as a skeleton at the start of battle. That will be causing even more chaos.
Now, I'm pretty sure. Do I control that character? Like, I control Sir Ramsey, right? Like, I don't think you just tell them what to do. I don't think you roll for that stuff. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, let me double check.
Mhm.
What level it is?
He is always with us.
That's so fucking funny that he's always with you guys. You keep him in a bag and you summon him onto the battlefield every now and then. I think they do what you want, but
Yeah, I just can't seem to find it. Okay, it says I have animate dead in my spell book, but I appear to have forgotten to add it.
that's fine. I'm assuming you have it because I remember this being a big part of your build. So
Yeah,
not a big fucking deal. You can also change out your spells, I think, on the long rest. I don't fucking remember.
yeah.
You have it.
Yeah.
I know you have it. We talked about this prior.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna be a stickler with that.
I have it here. The target becomes a skeleton if you choose bones or a zombie corpse, blah blah blah. On each of your turns, you can use a bonus action to mentally command any creatures you've made with the spell, if the creature is within 60 feet of you. You decide what action it will take, where it will move during its next turn, or you can issue a general command, such as guard a particular chamber or corridor. If you issue no commands, it will only defend itself against hostile creatures.
What command do you think you're gonna give Sir Ramsey?
Not
Win.
entirely sure. Win, yeah. Win. To win.
Win?
Yeah. No, I have a longbow and a bunch. Was a longbow or short? Either one, but I have a bow and a short bow and a bunch of arrows for him to just kind of like pepper the enemies.
So you're just gonna drop it to his feet and be like, okay, go do your thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. As a wizard, obviously, your main method of attacking is going to be spellcasting. I'm assuming, I could be wrong, is it spellcasting?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. I just want to make sure. So, fuck you. You know what I hate? I fucking hate multiclassing with spellcasters because
It is
the
a
spell
little
thing is so
confusing.
annoying. It's so annoying. I know like how it works. I understand that. But how about you tell us a bit about the spells you've chosen? Anything that you think you're going to be utilizing. So if you think something's like, oh, that's just a flavor spell, don't even bother mentioning it. But what do you have in your arsenal of spells that you're like, oh yeah, this is gonna come out probably?
I'll get to the most interesting one last, but I have stuff like minor illusion, just like a handful of other illusion spells to help cause chaos. A couple damage spells. I also have mirror image and blink, again causing chaos, enemies not being able to hit me. And I have invisibility as well to
Man,
cast on.
you guys really fucking want to make these bodies to go away, don't you?
I
Everyone
will
has fucking
also
invisibility.
say I have greater invisibility.
Motherfuckers, guys, you all have invisibility. Okay, I thought you already had a gimmick in mind. Now you have invisibility as well. This is fucking insane. This team, I think, is just. I'm gonna be honest. This is a scary team. This is a scary fucking team. I probably could have put you against the strongest NPC round one, and you probably would have been fine. I'll be real with you. Like shit. Okay, what's your main damaging spell that you think you're gonna be utilizing the most?
Probably not going to be using leveled spells a lot. I'm mostly going to use them to protect myself, I also have cure wounds from cleric. So each of us has a method of healing.
Oh my god, they can't target the healer. There is no healer.
All right. Yeah, I think that like cantrips and maybe like some first level spells I'll be using for damage, but other than that, it's mostly just chaos.
Okay, so in that case, my understanding, I also see that you have greater invisibility too, and then I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
So in that case, safe to assume that you are going to be playing more of a support role in terms of causing chaos, kind of like I want to say a debuff role, but
just
mentally
fucking the
debuffing them. You're fucking with them, yeah.
Yeah.
Which means you're leaving Mr. Middens out here to be the main damaging source, which is fine because we just found out that man can probably do 98 damage in a single turn. Fucking terrifying.
Yep.
It's saying reconnecting again. I don't know what that means. I don't know how much this is cutting out.
Yeah.
Fucking dude, I hate Craigbot right now. This is the one time I've been having issues.
It doesn't
man.
like me.
It doesn't
Does
like
not
your
like
group.
us.
I'm gonna use
It's
this time to tell you that I did fix my copied spell. I had 2 of the same on my list, and I'll send the updated one after.
all right, Bet. Thank you.
I took Guiding Bolt.
Oh, interesting. Hang on. I'm noticing that. Tell me about the wizard cleric thing. You have different spell save DCs and attack bonuses. Is that accurate? That's how it's played.
Yes, it's specific to the classes and the class's ability.
So you got the arcane grimoire, so that way.
+1 to my wizard spells, because those are the main ones I'm using.
+9 to
+9.
attack. And a 17 DC. Fuck, man.
Yep.
That's incredible. That's
Plus
actually-
+9?
Yes, that is correct. +9 to hit.
Because normally max is +8, but with the arcane grimoire, just a +1.
Yeah.
Just a +1. That's all it is.
It's just a +1. Yeah, that's all it is. But if I roll a 1, if you roll a 1, you automatically miss. But if I roll a 2, that's an 11.
I forgot your intelligence was so high.
Yep.
Yeah, you get the max intelligence,
Max that shit out.
which is good because there are a good amount of units that have a max stat to attack with. So you are not the only one going in there with a 20 onto the battlefield, which I don't think a lot of players are expecting. I think a lot of them thought, oh, 20 is kind of uncommon. But I don't know. I see my players getting 20 a lot. So in your groups, do you see 20s being hit a lot early on, like level 8? I would say early on, quote unquote.
Sometimes if we dedicate in our own stats like a lot to it, you can get a level 20. I will say I may not have a level 20, but a roll of 20, a score, but I have 2 18s.
That's still, I'm gonna be honest. I think 2 18s is better than 120. I'll be real with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled the weakest among everyone. I usually just do point buy, honestly.
Oh no, you rolled the weakest. You only do 98 damage because of your
Oh,
16 strength.
no.
Oh
He's
no.
a glass cannon.
No.
I'm playing with such a handicap, honestly.
Dude, I don't even think you're playing with a handicap. Maybe you're saving throws. Maybe that's your handicap. Maybe someone's like, yeah, I'm gonna banish you turn 1. In which case, I don't blame them if they banish you turn 1. I get
No,
that.
it would be so fair. And
That would
also,
be-
armor class is another weakness of mine.
I do
people
notice
who
that.
do that.
So, what is your AC determined by? Do you use barbarian? You use barbarian, right?
Oh yeah.
Pretty sure Barbarian is the superior one.
Yeah, 'cause my
for you
constitution
it
is just a little higher than my wisdom. So.
Okay, so it's a 16 AC. That's still really good,
Oh no, it's only 14.
isn't it?
Only
Oh
14.
shit! It's not strength plus con. It's dex plus con. My bad. So yeah, you have a low AC, but you got 75 HP. You can kind of tank some hits, including your rage. You can tank a lot of melee attacks too.
Mm-hmm. And the self heal from Hands of Healing if I decide to blow a point on it.
Yeah, on top of that, if you do take damage, boom, you got your Twilight Domain right behind you, supporting you all the way through, which is fucking incredible. You got that 10th HP getting dropped on you every single turn if you're within 30 feet, which is also really, really good. I don't even know. And we haven't even talked about your fucking... I thought you guys were going to win because of your main gimmick. We haven't talked about that. Who wants to talk about that? You all have one item in common. Go ahead.
Alright, okay, so I have a spell called Fog Cloud. Allows me to put down a a big sphere of fog up to 120 feet for only first level. I could upcast that to 4th level if I really wanted to. That get 180, which is 360 from one side to the other.
The most of the arena, probably.
Yeah, and every single one of us has a ever smoking bottle, and every single one of us has picked up the Fighting Initiate feat to gain the Blind Fighting style.
Now, can you tell our audience what does the ever-smoking bottle do exactly so they know how fucked every other team is?
Alright, so ever smoking bottle, you use an action, right? You could put down this bottle, open it up, and it outputs a 60-foot radius cloud of smoke. That's what it does. It takes a moderate wind to disperse it out for a single minute, and a strong wind takes it around. But if they somehow do manage to just like find it and close it, it takes 10 whole minutes for it to go away. So they're still pretty much stuck in the fog.
Yeah, they're not gonna be getting out of that fog cloud.
Unless they prepare.
Like a gust or something like that, but even then, it just buys them some time because I think does it keep going? Does it keep giving smoke?
It
Yep.
would keep giving smoke after that until it is closed.
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah,
I also
so-
want to include, it does not say we have to set it down.
I was
Most-
just
yeah.
thinking we put it on our belts or something.
Yup.
Oh my god, I didn't consider. putting
It just
in your
says
fucking belt.
you open it and it happens. It only weighs
Yeah.
1 pound.
Holy shit, you can actually put that on your belt. Then there's no reason.
I
There's
mean,
no
the reason would be if they do knock us down, it'd be easier to find it if it's on our person.
That's true. But when all of you have it, at that point, does it really matter if one of them gets closed?
No.
Probably not, but
Yeah.
it does still take 10 minutes afterwards.
Now, of course, I've been voicing that I think you're one of the strongest teams here, if not the strongest. But keep in mind, it's still a game of luck to an extent.
It
All
is.
you need is a few natural ones. You hit your teammates a few times. You could still very much lose. There is
Oh, for
still a
sure.
chance you guys do,
100%.
Yeah. That's how these things work.
which is good that you're aware of that because I'll be honest, in your position, I think I'd be very cocky. I'd be like, yeah, nothing can stop us, and then I roll like 4 nat ones in a row and kill my teammate by accident.
See, that sounds like
Whoopsie.
someone who's had luck with online rollers. I, on the other hand, am hated by all technology.
Really? So you have a history of shitty online rolls.
And shitty technology in general. I can know the answer to a problem, but it still won't work.
Oh boy. Okay. That is unfortunate because we are doing online rolls. It makes it easier for me to manage everything.
And that's perfectly valid. I got into this understanding that that was going to be the case. But hopefully our team is strong enough to overcome any gripes fate has with me.
Yeah, worst case scenario, if it keeps rolling poorly, just refresh the page and hopefully you get a new, better cycle of rolling. That's what I've been telling
Hopefully.
players. Because I've seen players do that where they just have shitty online rolls, so they refresh and they get better. Because sometimes you're just locked and it's just going to be a really shitty randomizer, and no matter what you roll, until you refresh and relog, it'll just be under a 10 every time. There's just a chance that you just get really, really bad online rolls. I've seen people do it. I'm sure you have too. With advantage, they get a natural 1. 1 in 400 chance. It happens. But there's also the chance with disadvantage, you get a natural 20. Anything can happen,
Yep.
Yeah. Everything's as equally as likely. Fuck,
Yeah.
I can't
It's just
fucking
it's just a matter of hoping the odds are on your side. But I think even if they aren't there fully for you guys, you still have a really good chance to push through with your kits. In terms of synergy, then, so you have Simon with the healing and the support, focusing on keeping their allies up. Then you have Mr. Midden to just kill, hence the murder in his name. And then Histaro is just gonna fuck with the other team, which again I love that a lot. I think that's awesome.
complete chaos.
I think on a team where I even voiced that there's 2 people that I think they can probably win some matches by themselves, the best thing you can bring is just chaos and fun. And I love that so much for your character, and I hope you have a good time playing them.
Oh yeah.
He is our mischief manager.
Well, I'm definitely having fun. No matter what happens.
That's good. Fun is the main goal here. As long as you guys enjoy yourselves, that's all that matters. So
For sure.
let's talk about my favorite section of this whole thing, which is the other teams. I love to hear just your
Excited.
thoughts. So what I'm gonna do is the tournament is split up obviously on a bracket. There's 4 quarters, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over the teams on your side of that quarter, and I'm just gonna give you their team name and if they're a PC or an NPC team. And you
Okay.
guys are gonna tell me your immediate thoughts on them. Based on the name, or based on what you've noticed if they talked in chat or anything like that, Just your theories, all that kind of stuff. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Sure.
Wonderful.
Sure.
And once I say all of them, I will be putting it into your chat, so that way you have the list as well. This will also be your team that you role play with. This group will be what you role play with during the banquet. So it's a nice little experience there. So the first team is an NPC team, and this is in alphabetical order. So don't try to guess who you're against based on ordering.
Okay.
Okay.
First team is going to be an NPC team called the Dream Team.
Ooh.
Any thoughts there? Any thoughts on Very
I-
vague. It's very vague.
I have a sneaking suspicion. Since it's an NPC team,
Yeah.
and I don't know, it feels like the type of name I would give to a team if I was ironically trying to make them seem strong, but they're not.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe it's like a play on words, something.
Oh no, that's probably better. It's probably a sleep team.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, that's an interesting take. Okay, so
It'd be
either
really hard though, because they'd have to be able to deal enough damage to get us all really low and then cast sleep.
so the logic is this team will have a sleeping mechanic of some sorts.
Potentially.
Okay. Okay.
Mayhaps.
The next team is the Feywild 4, which is a player team.
Oh, that's fun. They
That's
look forward
fun.
there, kind of like we have Sir Ramsey and Simple Squires.
Yeah, you guys are also
Remember.
four.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
maybe
another
maybe
four
something.
Maybe a
Maybe they have
familiar
something too.
or a pet or
Yeah, I'm guessing a
something
ranger
like
beast
us.
companion.
Okay, so some sort of companion of sorts is the logic for the fourth. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Next
Or,
team,
or Siamese
or
twins.
interesting Siamese twins. Okay, that's a fun
Yeah.
take. I like that. Next team is an NPC team called Heaven's Judgment.
Heaven's Judgment.
Sounds
That
like
just sounds
cops,
like
I
a
mean
team of
paladins.
paladins. Just entirely just a team of paladins.
Just 3 paladins.
Or clerics.
Yeah, or a cleric, like
Or
just like a cleric.
So a radiant
Run
holy
there.
team, essentially.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Maybe it's like a trifecta.
Or
of some
if they're
sorts.
really cool, they're all like the exact opposite of that. So like all tieflings and like anti-religion.
That would be
Anti-religion.
great.
You know that's fun. That's fun. Okay. The next team, I don't know. You guys know a fair bit about the Forgotten Realms, right?
Yeah.
Let's pretend I do.
I'd say.
Okay. If you don't know what the word on this last part is, that's fine. NPC team name is the Heroes of Faerun. If you don't know what Faerun is, it's the continent that this takes place on.
Oh, they gotta be jacked.
So I hope they're jacked. If not, Faerun is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Do you think it's
Yeah.
more likely that they're jacked, or more likely that this is also?
I think it's just a team.
More
name.
likely jacked, but I think I would prefer it if they're a very old, decrepit team at like I don't know, like octogenarians.
Okay. So a bunch of elderly people.
That'd be
Or-
awesome. I don't expect that, but they would gain my respect immediately.
Okay. Next team is a player team called the Hurricane.
The Hurricane.
The Hurricane. Yep, like hurt and then Icane, like hurricane.
Yeah.
But it's hurt.
Well, they're my favorite. Sorry.
I'm just picturing a team of flail users that just like are spinning them menacingly while they walk at you.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense. So do you guys all agree with that? Kind of the flail idea?
Yeah.
I'm checking
makes
the
sense.
level of spell that's like the big whirlwind thing.
Oh, that might be.
No, way too high. No.
Yeah.
I was gonna
sure.
say I do not know the spell,
It's a
and I know
little
up to
high.
4th level pretty much. Because
Maybe a way to ramp Cloud of Daggers. That sounds like a hurricane to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, some spell combination that kind of gets you inside a damage over time spell would be kind of cool if that was their gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
that's fun. All right, next team is the player team. Team.
Team. I have nothing to take away from that, honestly.
Either their names are the acronym, or let's see, Tiefling, Elf, Arakakra,
There's 4.
and something that starts with an M that I'm blanking on.
Well, there's 4, and there's only 3 to a team.
There's a Feywild 4 and there's you guys, so clearly
yeah.
there's not only 3 to a team.
Yeah.
Magpie. There we go. One's a magpie.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Or
What was that
I mean,
again?
Amazing.
team.
No, I meant like your acronym was that Tiefling.
Tiefling, Elf, Arakakra, Magpie.
Perfect.
Or-
that is it.
Someone's at like a half elf, and so they're like elf and something else.
Okay, that's fun. And the final team is an NPC team called the Wild Wolves.
Wild wolves.
Furries. I mean, what?
I mean, I was thinking it, but I didn't.
I would be so stoked to fight a team of 3 druids that wild shaped. That would get me so happy.
Like all moon circle, all turn into dire wolves
Wolves.
or something.
Yes, that would make me
Yeah.
so happy. It'd be so fun.
So on that note then, that's actually a great point to bring up. I'm going to ask you this question. If you guys could fight any team on here, right, whether it be that you want to fight them because you're confident you can beat them, or you think it'll be a lot of fun to fight them, or you think it'll be a good challenge and you want that uphill battle, what team would you guys want to fight here?
I really want to see what the Heaven's Judgment's all about, to be honest.
Okay.
My mind went there first, but then I like the fact there's an acronym in Team, and I'm interested.
That is interesting. I'm kind of interested in Wild Wolves because I feel like you don't have that team name and then you're a bunch of like casters. So
No, they're all Tabaxi.
if they're all martial class characters, I feel like I can take them like pretty easy without gimmicks. But I'm interested in Heaven's Judgment. It sounds like the hard one, and I want to do it.
Okay, that sounds like the hard one. I have mentioned that there is one hard NPC, in my opinion, on each side of each quarter of the bracket. So you think that's the hard team?
It could be.
Could be. All right. And obviously, flip side, what team do you not want to fight? Whether it be you're afraid to fight them, or you think they're going to be boring, or you're just not interested, like...
Feywild Force scares me, because like Fey stuff can be pretty gimmicky, and I'm not handled to be able to handle gimmicks.
Well, I'm Faye.
But you're different. You're my friend.
Star was just sitting there, they're like, man, this guy's racist.
I mean, point proven. Like Fey gimmicks, and then here's your character.
You know, that's a great point. You are not helping the stereotype here.
Faye Ford got my attention, but I am a little worried about the possible gimmick for the Hurricane.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
Good
So
point.
the Hurricane's the team that you guys are afraid of here.
The Hurricane, yeah.
Okay.
I would use the word
I wouldn't-
hesitant.
Yeah,
not
Hesitant. Okay, that's a
afraid.
better word. That's a better word. To
a
use.
little hesitant.
Like, if you're getting
I
around
mean-
one, you'd be like, you know, but...
That
I
would
mean,
be
you've been
my
hyping us
last
up
choice.
like that much.
I will be real with you. I think there's a lot of good teams on your side of the bracket as well. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. You know, you could lose to just a team
Yeah.
pulling out a gimmick I was not prepared for or did not
Yeah,
account
it's
for.
possible.
It's
It's
Not probable, but possible.
probable. That does lead into the final question I do have for you. On a scale of 1 to
Yes.
10, how fucking confident are you guys you're gonna win this entire thing?
The entire thing?
It's five.
I would say
for
this.
perspective, it's 5 wins to win the whole thing.
I was known by Mr. Murdenmans here as a man without ego. I'm gonna go a solid 8.
8. Okay.
I'm
No
more,
ego 8.
I'm more towards a 7.
Damn. You guys all gave really high numbers on this one.
Yeah,
I
my,
mean, you've been hyping us up so much.
I mean, can you blame me? I knew you guys as the smoke team. I come in here and fucking
And
Mr. Murderman is out here being like, yeah, I just
Popping
do
out
fucking
100
like 50
damage
on
around.
average. He's like, yeah, you know, if you use hold person, I'm gonna get 100 damage in on this turn.
See, this is why we don't like labels like the smoke team. We should just be called the winners.
oh, that's a good name. Is it too late to
Oh,
change?
Yeah, it is too late. It's kind of a bit too late to change. In
No.
lore,
Our
you
names
signed
work.
up your name already.
Sir
No,
Ramsey and his Simple Squires is an accurate name.
It really is. Sir Ramsey's there, and you guys are Simple Squires.
we
Yeah.
sure are.
He's just fucking dead, and they have no idea.
Yep.
I do want to ask this. I haven't asked this to a lot of teams. Do you think your team name will be creating a false appearance to the other teams that look at you?
I think I will.
Absolutely.
I think our name's just a little bit goofy.
They're gonna be like, which one of you is Ramsey? And we're all gonna be like,
Oh,
one.
it's so funny.
I think it'll absolutely sound like a team that has one powerful knight and like 2 support units, and we work like that not at all, even close.
That is not even.
I gotta ask this then. I'm curious. If they are thinking that one of you is Sir Ramsey, which one of you, at first glance of the banquet, are they going to assume is Sir Ramsey based
Simon.
on looks?
Simon.
It's Simon.
Simon, yeah, Simon.
I am the biggest. I am like 7 feet tall in plate.
Oh shit,
He's
you're
a
17 tall.
cleric, armor.
Yeah, I'm a bugbearer. I'm 7
Got the
feet
armor,
tall.
he's a big man.
I'm a big boy.
You know, that's fair. You have a massive fucking glaive on you. You got your huge armor for plate. You're big, you're strong. It makes sense. You have a pretty solid constitution score, actually.
Yeah, I have the same health as our Mr. Murdermans, but I also am covered in plate mail.
I was gonna say, I'm like, how did you get so high? And then I see you have a fucking +4 in Constitution. That's a
Like
will
I
do
said, I want to stay alive, so they stay alive.
No, I get it. All right, that brings us to the end of the little podcast, little interview thing we got going on here. If anyone is watching this and wants to see more of you guys, where can they go to find you? Do you have anything you want to plug here? Go right ahead. If you have a project, if you have any social media, this is your chance to do it right now.
I am but a lowly teacher who stays off of social media for fear his children will find him.
I completely understand. You too. Social media? Projects coming in the future? Anything you want to plug?
I do have a Twitch, but I'm not really active on it anymore.
So if you don't want to plug, you don't have to. I'm not going to force you to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I guess I could play something. Why not?
Yeah, sure, go on.
Maybe I'll have my shit together by then, but I like to do sketch commissions sometimes.
Ooh.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, you still
I've
need to
actually
get
worked
back
on
to
them.
me on that.
Yeah, I still need to get back to you too. Lots of stuff going on.
Yeah.
But maybe by the time this airs, I'll be available. It'll be blightfall.card.co. That's a card with 2 R's. That's my commission page, and I like to do D&D characters usually.
He will sometimes stream his commissions on Twitch.
That's even more rare though, so don't look for that.
I got one of my characters on his front page, which I'm kind of happy about.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I typed it in and I got to a fucking myfood.ltd or some shit.
Ah.
What? You said it was Blightfall?
Hold on, I have the link saved. Hold on.
Yeah, hang on, send it to me.
Yeah.
I got redirected the fuck out of, dude.
Yeah, maybe it's not up anymore. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'll just put it in our chat.
Yeah. Oh, it's 2 R's. Okay,
Yes.
everyone who's typing this, Blightfall, like blight and then the word fall, .carrd.co. Okay. Yeah, if you do the 1 R, you get resent to a fucking food thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it has everything here for commissions. Holy shit, your art is good. Is that your art?
That is
Yeah,
my
it's his
thank
art.
you.
What the
That's my
fuck?
Yeah,
Holy
I commissioned
shit.
that. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of him for that.
Yo,
That's
who's the one with the
great.
fucking anchor?
Oh, the anchor? Oh, that was a guy from a while back. Shoot, I forget his name. His character was cool, though.
It's awesome. Holy shit, I love this. No, this is great. Guys, go check this out. I don't care if you don't have money and you don't want a commission, you just at least look at it. It's fucking awesome. Cool as shit.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I'm glad someone has something to plug, because I would feel really bad if I had an entire section for you guys to plug something. You guys are, yeah, we don't do social media. This will probably be airing sometime in February, March, because obviously
You have to have everything done by then.
Yeah, I kind of can't start airing the strategies until we're near like semifinals.
Yeah.
Because then everyone will know your strategies, but if it's before, then they're just gonna watch and be like, okay, I know what your team is now. I can't do that. But yeah, that takes us to the end. I don't have any more questions. Yeah, any questions for me? Or are we all good?
I think we're good.
I think we're all good. I will send you the updated character sheet I made with the one switch.
All right. Fantastic.
I do want to say, I have hyped this up to my coworkers. My coworkers are super interested in all this stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
let's fucking go!
Oh
Let's
yeah,
go
more
here.
viewership. More viewership.
Dude, the more... Okay, you want to hype up your team. You want to have an audience. You want to have people cheering for you.
Oh, yeah.
Consider the IRL viewers, the crowd, and obviously, if each individual interview will be a nice way to determine which team has the most support. Because I imagine the people will be mostly watching the team they're rooting for a lot of this stuff. But yeah, go ahead. Thank you so much for sitting down and doing this, especially because I know we tried doing it earlier and you guys were so kind to reschedule like immediately.
Yeah.
Which is great. You guys are all wonderful. 2, thank you for advertising it. It means a lot to me. I've been working on this for a while, so I'm hoping it works. Hoping it gets some attention. Just it's a little passion project, my little baby. I don't want my baby to be run over by a car or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for sitting down and doing this whole thing. I really appreciate it. And good luck in the tournament itself. I think you guys will do great.
Thank you. We'll make sure to see you at the finals.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I love the confidence.